Welcome to a special Thanksgiving edition of Bro v Bro. This is the show where two real-life brothers pick NFL games against each other, against the spread. This week, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We are going to pick and rank the three Thanksgiving Day games and the first ever Black Friday game. With it being a shorter episode, I thought we could do something fun. What if we did a draft of Thanksgiving Day sides and desserts? We'll have the comments section pick the winner, and the winner gets a bonus point. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good. You're on.
But before we get to our picks, let's look at last week's results. I don't want to spend too much time on them because they're terrible. We were both turkeys last week. The worst result in Bro v Bro history. My rock lock of the week came through, though. The Rams, for 1 point, pulled it out for me. Ryan had a big victory in the Browns versus Steelers matchup, and that was it. So a combined 5 points between the two of us. Worst Bro v Bro episode in the history of the show. Ryan won the week, 4 points to 1 point, which means... Okay, I really don't feel like celebrating because I had such an awful week, but I'm still up 19 and a half points after week 11. So let's see if Ryan can make up some more ground with our Thanksgiving picks.
We start the day with the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. Now, I can't tell you how exciting it is to be a Lions fan and have people around the country actually excited to watch a Lions game on Thanksgiving. Week 4, the Lions beat the Packers in Green Bay. I think there's going to be some blowouts this Thanksgiving, and I'm hoping it starts here. I'm taking the Lions minus 7.5 as my third most confident pick.
I agree. I'm also taking the Lions by 7.5, and it's also my third most confident pick. I have purposely avoided picking any Lions game this year, but this is the gimmick today, so I have to do it. I originally was going to pick the Packers because the Lions have played a lot of close games lately, and the Packers have played a lot better. I saw the Lions winning, but I thought it was going to be close. Then I looked at the Packers injury report. Starting tight end Luke Musgrave, lacerated kidney, out. Aaron Jones, starting running back, out. Jair Alexander, starting cornerback, questionable. Devondre Campbell, linebacker, questionable. And with the way Jordan Love plays in the first half, he's questionable to show up at all. I think the Lions are going to win and are going to cover, and hopefully they send the Detroit crowd home happy. And that's not even mentioning that the Lions are 11-1 in their last 12 division games. And guess what? This is a division game. Lions by 7.5.
Game 2 of our Thursday tripleheader sees the Washington Commanders head to Dallas to face the Cowboys. Washington failed both of us last week when they lost to a quarterback that still lives with his mom. Now listen, when I submitted my pick, the Cowboys were only favored by 10.5. That line is now moved at 13.5. I'll keep my 10.5 and pick Dallas as my second most confident pick.
So that means that all the money's coming in on the Cowboys. People love the home favorite. Washington always plays Dallas close. I feel like they can at least stay in this game. I don't think they can win. I think that 13.5 points is a lot of points.
Cowboys are 4-0 against the spread at home and 7-1 against the spread as favorites this season.
In the surprise stat of the week, you know who leads the NFL in passing yards? Sam Howell, the quarterback for the Commanders.
Oh.
Commanders are getting 13.5 points. That is nearly 2 touchdowns. Ring the bell.
Listen, I only have to cover 10.5. There's a small chance we both win. Let's go. For the first time ever, Thanksgiving football comes to the Pacific Northwest, where the Seattle Seahawks host the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Seattle will be without Kenneth Walker III, and Geno Smith is also dealing with an elbow injury to his throwing arm. I'll take the 49ers minus 7 as my fourth most confident pick this week.
I'm even more confident. I have the 49ers as my most confident pick of the week. I think losing Kenneth Walker is going to be a big blow to the Seahawks, and Geno Smith is injured coming into the game. He didn't sound super excited about playing this, and the 49ers are rolling right now. I feel like 7 points is a lot, but they match up pretty well against the Seahawks, and their offense is on point. So I feel like the 49ers will have tons of chances to score points, and the 49ers defense is looking really good too. Plus, Brock Purdy dominated last week. It was a pretty good effort for him. Can he repeat that on Thanksgiving? So give me the 49ers by 7 as my most confident pick of the week.
Last game this week is Amazon's attempt to get people to stay home and not go out and shop this Black Friday. From one Hard Knocks team to the next, we have the Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets. Listen, the Jets went all in on Aaron Rodgers this year, brought in his terrible coaches and wide receivers. Danny Torres Achilles instantly. Convince me that Jets have a chance to win or come within 10 and 11 points.
I'm picking the Jets plus 10. Jets have a fantastic defense. They just have to keep it close. Last week, Miami came through with their defense. So I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game. The Jets can keep it within 10 points. I don't feel like the Dolphins are going to run up the score. I feel like they're just going to be happy to get a win and get out of there. So I think the Dolphins will probably win by 7. So give me the Jets plus 10 as my second most confident pick of the week.
Listen, the Dolphins are 5-1 against the spread as favorites this season, and 5-1 against the spread against teams with losing records. I'll take Miami minus 9.5 as my most confident pick of this week.
Well, that you didn't mention that 5-1. The one was last week when they failed to cover for me against the Raiders. The Jets will be without starting quarterback Zach Wilson.
No, he's not hurt. He's just third string.
So they'll be starting Tim Boyle. And what do you do on the stovetop with potatoes on Thanksgiving Day? You boil them. It's meant to be. So go with your boil, Jay. Give me Tim Boyle and the Jets plus 10 as my second most confident pick of the week. Now to determine who gets their choice of first pick or the second and third pick in our Thanksgiving Day side and dessert draft, we're going to be doing a duck race. Now, Ryan assured me this is going to be very funny, so let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Ryan, why is my duck wearing a dunce cap? Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm dominating. Dominating like I have all season. No. Oh, no. Okay, well, that didn't go well. All right, it's time for the first annual Thanksgiving Day side and dessert draft. Since you won the duck race, you get the choice. Do you want first pick or next two?
Give me the first pick.
All right, first pick it is. First pick in the Thanksgiving side and dessert draft. Who you taking?
Yeah, Team Ryan, we're going to go with gravy. Listen, it's the most important part of Thanksgiving after the turkey. It goes on mashed potatoes. You can put on the stuffing, put on the turkey. It's the most important part.
So apparently I'm going to have a super dry turkey because Ryan picks gravy as his first pick. My next two picks, I'm going to choose what I was going to pick first overall anyways. It's mashed potatoes. What is Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes? They are amazing. You can, I can't put gravy on them, but I can still put butter on them and they'll be delicious. And to me, it's the best side on Thanksgiving. So give me mashed potatoes. And for my second pick, I'm going to pick stuffing. You stuff it inside the turkey. You can eat it on the side. I can't put gravy on it because Ryan has gravy. All right, so I picked mashed potatoes and stuffing. Ryan, you're next with your second and third pick. What are you going with?
Those are some solid picks. I'm going to move to the dessert side of things. And my next pick, I'm going to take pumpkin pie. It's a classic. I think it's the number one Thanksgiving Day dessert for me. I got my number one pick with the sides and dessert. I think I'm rocking this draft right now.
So pumpkin pie is your second pick. What's your third pick?
So the third strike in a row I'm going to do is I'm going to go with baked mac and cheese. It's not the stuff in a box. This is the good stuff.
All right, Ryan, with pumpkin pie and mac and cheese, two solid picks. I feel like I need to get into the dessert game. So I'm going to take sweet potato pie. I love cranberry sauce. It is very good. But if I'm going to just have one dessert, sweet potato pie with the marshmallows on top and the yams on the inside, and it's all buttered up, it's delicious. So give me sweet potato pie as my third draft pick. And for my last pick, green bean casserole. That's always really yummy. Little French onions on top. That's delicious.
Listen, just give me those crispy onions. I don't care about the rest of it.
All right, so that completes my draft. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, sweet potato pie, and green bean casserole. A solid lineup with an awesome dessert. Ryan, what is your last pick?
Listen, I didn't have sweet potato pie on my list. I'm going to get 4 of my top 6 picks. For my last pick, I need something to dip into that gravy besides the turkey. I'm going with rolls. Listen, they're not flashy, but you always end up grabbing at least one. It's always the last thing you put on your plate, but it's on your plate. Give me rolls. Guys, he's butter because he's on a roll.
You mean the thing you eat before you get to all the good stuff? Too bad you don't have butter for those rolls. Oh no, I have butter on mashed potatoes. Okay, yeah, you get butter. My Ryan, sell them on your draft.
For my draft, I went with gravy number 1, pumpkin pie number 2, mac and cheese number 3, and for my fourth and last pick, I went with rolls.
For my picks, I went with mashed potatoes, stuffing, sweet potato pie, and green bean casserole. That sounds fantastic. I've never even had mac and cheese at Thanksgiving.
I've never had green bean. I don't think I've ever had sweet potato pie.
You definitely have. I don't think you know. I don't think you know what it is. I know for a fact you've had it. I'm like butter people. I'm on a casserole.
I picked rolls. You can't use that joke.
So he's got a lot to eat there. He's got rolls and gravy as to his choices. I think I dominated this. I don't even think this is close.
You're right. It's not close. Mine's way better. Mine's way better.
Bro v Bro Nation, this is where we need your help. Please put in the comments below who you think had the better Thanksgiving Day draft. The bro who gets the most votes will be awarded a bonus point this week. All right, so these are the picks for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from Bro v Roll. Let's break it down by the numbers. Mashed potatoes or gravy? What are you taking?
Gravy.
Stuffing or pumpkin pie? What are you choosing?
Ooh, pumpkin pie.
Sweet potato pie or mac and cheese?
Gotta go with the mac and cheese here.
Okay. And if stuffing's so good, why do you only have it once a year?
You picked it. You picked stuffing,
right.
not me. Listen to this recipe. The macaroni. 3 cups of cheese. Cream of chicken soup. Sour cream. Mayonnaise. Pepper. Onion powder. Mustard powder. Crock pot.
Where was the mac and cheese part?
The first thing I said, the mac.
Oh.
And the second thing I said, the cheese.
What point on Thanksgiving will you be passed out in a food coma? Second or third game?
I plan on eating 1 meal per game.
Rolls? Seriously? Rolls? Something they give you at a restaurant to fill you up before the actual food comes.
And boom goes the dynamite.